Matt, that must be up there with one of the performances of the season. What a result.
Yep, and in difficult circumstances. We lost Robbie Wilmot yesterday with an injury, and we've got a goalkeeper who's been sick throughout the warm-up and all morning, and we were running out of players. I was worried before the game because that's the lowest we've been in terms of where the squad's been at, but what a fantastic performance. We just started the game well and grew into it in terms of the belief. We felt there would be space on that pitch. There's such a good attacking team this season. Cambridge scored so many goals similar to ourselves, but there would be space, certainly on a regain and a tied in, and we broke through that space on numerous occasions and created enough to hurt them. But getting ahead was absolutely key.
And perhaps apart from a 10-minute period in the second half, we looked comfortable.
No, they were dangerous. They were always dangerous, Craig. Always dangerous. They can create chances out of nothing. They've got such good quality players, and you saw for that 10 or 15-minute period at the start of the second half what a good team they were. So we changed shape, and we just took a little bit of extra space away from them, but still packed our punch ourselves. But that third goal was crucial. Just keeps them on the back foot a little bit, and then to get the fourth as well is even better.
Were you a bit apprehensive for in the worst when they got that goal so early in the
game? I've been apprehensive for the last couple of days, seeing Robbie Will not make the journey and seeing your goalkeeper physically sick in the toilets before the game. So we were close to playing a 15, 16-year-old in nets, and a bit disjointed in terms of team, but full credit to that group of players got what they deserved today. The effort they put in, but the quality which they added on top, something we've really struggled with in recent weeks. Maybe the opposition played a part, maybe the pitch played a part, but we were able to use the ball well today.
It's hard to pick out a standout man from that. They're all superb, weren't they?
Like collective. Well, things went our way. Jacko's shot, maybe the keeper would fancy himself on a different day in relation to saving that, and 2 goals, obviously a good lead to take into half time. But they came really strong at the second half. Been so impressed with Cambridge this season, but we just managed to get back ahead with that 2-goal margin, and then it's forcing the opposition into more changes they probably don't want to make, and more bodies forward, and then there's more space. And like I say, I keep saying it all day, we used that ball really well in the space today.
How big is that result, especially after the last few games?
Only time will tell. We've got a back up on Tuesday night. We've got a long journey back this evening, and then a long journey on Tuesday. And it'd be a totally different game. I just said to that group that today seemed to suit us. Whether it was a game of football, I don't know. It seemed to suit us that it was on the floor more often than in the air in a physical game. I can guarantee it'd be totally different when we go to Barrow on Tuesday. But it'd be even more memorable if we pick up some points on Tuesday night. Or more important, sorry.
And it's hugely important that Ryan Bowman was back on the score sheet as well.
Yeah, I've got to keep my faith in these players. They've done it enough this season. I think going into the game, we were both on the similar amount of goals scored, ourselves and Cambridge, and that's put us slightly ahead. So goals hasn't really been a problem, but it just feels like that in terms of the last 2 months. They're still the best group we've got in terms of personnel on the pitch, and if Robbie's one's not a serious one, that's another good attacking player. But having Randell Williams on from the start is also a big help. He probably blew up after, an hour, just over an hour, but to see someone be able to run past other people and other players with speed is so important at this level.
Jack Sparks, what a hit from him. I know there's obviously the goalkeeper in front of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but we keep asking that from Jacko. We keep wanting more. I thought his delivery was outstanding today, and he gained confidence as the game went on. He looked like he had an extra yard in his legs, something he's not quite had in the last few weeks, and he'll pick up more confidence from that. Hopefully he'll keep on doing what we need in terms of an attacking sense. We know we can trust him at left back and left wing back, but he's got to create. He's got to be part of this attacking, unit towards the top end of the pitch.
And finally, I imagine the boys are bouncing in there.
Well, they are, but they're tired. Jay's on his knees. Full credit to him, he's a 19-year-old kid. I know he's on loan from Reading, but he could have easily ducked out today, and it would have been a lot different game if he'd got a 15, 16-year-old in nets. So full credit to Jay in relation to that. He's been outstanding from day one since he joined us on loan. But a tired group in there. This is only 3 points, but it's a big 3 points in terms of it sets us up for what's next, and that's a huge game on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Just one quick question before I let you do BBC Radio 7.